that smell.
All right,
Smell that
gentlemen,
smell.
guess what? We are live on What's in the Comic Box this week once again. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. As always, I'm here with my co-host Greyman, the Silencer Man. How you doing, Ray? I heard there's a heat wave over there.
I'm doing good. Yes, we hit 75 degrees today. It's a heat wave.
Wow.
And maybe 80 tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, you got to start cranking up the air conditioner over there. And
then I think Saturday is supposed to rain and drop back down into the 50s.
Yeah, well, you know, all good
things.
50s
are still good, though.
And here with us at the very beginning for seems like a long time is none other than my buddy Tat's Comics. Welcome, man.
Hey, Tat.
Thanks for coming on. We know you're a bit tired and recovering, but it's always great to have you here.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I love being here.
We love having you too, because you bring stuff. You and Ray bring stuff like you never know what you're gonna find with you two. So,
Wait till you see that.
Let's see who's here in the chat. Coming in early on is my buddy Jim, who says, "I'm ready to see the goodies." I bet you are. And our buddy Aaron says, "Should be there later." Great. Can't wait to see you, Aaron. I know he's probably working right now. And Jackson Wright-Kirk says, "Yay, it's time for Who Did Roger Stuff in a Box?" No. No. You remember that old game Telephone where you go in a circle and you would say something, and by the time it got back to you, it was totally different. That's kind of like what Jackson Roy-Kirk does on the chat. Oh, so anyway,
yeah.
All right, so I'm going to show some comics that I got from community members for my Marvel Value Stamp project, and Aaron sent me a package with other comics that some that I knew about, and some that he threw in, which are pretty amazing. And then I'm going to show some Tower comics later on. But before we do that, let's go to the traditional opening act, and that is Greyman, the Silencer Man.
Opening act.
There you go.
All right. Guess what? I finally went to the flea market. It's been over 2 years. Wow. My wife and I went. She helped me get around, because this flea market's got some hills, and she helped me get up the hills because I've been having problems with my legs.
Right.
I have a hard time walking, but I finally went and I got some books, and these are dollar books. All right. Now, this first one I'm going to show you. You got to bear with me now. Pay attention, Roger.
All right.
And Tat.
I'm focused.
All right. Yeah, this might take a little bit. All right. This is reprints, right?
No, it's a Radio Shack promotional comic.
It's not a reprint.
Not a reprint. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this one is from July of 1980.
Correct.
This one here.
Right.
I looked it up. All right. I gotta take it out. Okay. Now, I got this one at the flea market. This is Superboy number 7 from July of 1980.
Right. Hey, Damien, welcome, buddy.
All right.
Sorry,
down here, it says extra in this issue, a complete 28-page bonus Superman story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I looked at it, and this is the story.
I thought I was going to pull out a Mark Jewelers or something.
No, this is the story.
It's the same story as in that other comic.
The same story.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, because the other one was sold as part of the Radio Shack promotional comics.
Now this one does not say Radio Shack on it.
No, it doesn't. But they printed it for that reason, because it still has the same Shauna and Alec and the computer.
So this story is a reprint
of that original one. Yeah.
So this is the original.
Yeah, it was originally printed for that comic, but they wanted to put it in other comics to have it as a promotion to also go to Radio Shack. So they had a contract with Radio Shack.
It was weird because it said 1980 both of them in July.
Yeah.
Right. So now there's the front page, right?
Yeah.
Now when you open it up, there's the second page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the front page. Now when I open this up,
Hey Ken, welcome, buddy.
it's not. It's a different
Yeah, you're right.
second page.
Yeah, you're right.
Now this second page in this book is the last page.
They're trying to mess with your mind with this.
Oh my God.
Right.
Yeah. It's the last page in this book.
Now my mind's blown.
That's funny.
Yep.
Okay. It's the last page in
Wow.
this book. I didn't understand that. But
Yeah,
they were
I
both.
guess.
Go
I
ahead.
guess when they reprinted it, they sort of had to like pigeonhole it, you know, because it was an insert. So sometimes those are
Right.
The ads are a little bit different, and the story can be a little bit like the story, like maybe they didn't want to show that early on, you know, they want to show it later.
Yeah, they put it at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So I thought that was kind of strange.
Very strange.
Now, what else is weird? Now you're collecting Marvel value stamps, right?
Right.
Now what about DC value stamps? Nobody talks about them.
Right.
Right?
I had not heard about them.
In here, let me get it. Find it. Is DC value stamps.
Yep.
One whole page, 20 value stamps on it.
Yep, you're right. I remember that. Yep.
Now, I never seen a DC book that had
I
value
did not
stamps
know
in
that.
it.
Yeah,
Never seen one.
That month and year had those stamps in it. Yeah, I remember that.
So what
I
you're
thought
saying is that Metarog could have just basically tore out that whole page and had all the stamps, not to take them out of each book.
Right, exactly. That's what
Okay.
DC's saying.
Now I'm on board.
DC's saying,
Yeah, you
DC
could
is
have.
saying we could put them all on one page instead of
Yeah.
about 30, 40
Yeah,
books.
Yeah, you could have. You could have. Yep, true. Hey, Dave. Hey, Comic Crack.
I
Welcome, buddy.
thought
Great to
that
see you
was
here.
very strange. All right, so that's one book I got.
Yeah, I think they kind of like were thinking about, hey, Marvel had this big phenomenon with the Marvel value stamp, so I'll do something similar, but it never took off.
Never seen a DC book that had value stamps in it.
DC did not know how to hype things the way Marvel did, I think.
No, they weren't hype masters. They weren't Stan Lee. Yeah, that's for sure.
Exactly. They did not have
That's funny stuff, Ray. I mean, I've seen that reprint in the Radio Shack one, and I never put those two together that they were different. I just thought.
Yeah, I was looking at it like, wow, the first page is the last page in one book, and it's the first page in the other book.
Because I can see the cover. They reprinted the cover newsprint wise, and they took off the Radio Shack logo or whatever.
Yes, they took off the logo too. Yeah. All right, that was one book I got for $1. And I got this one, annual #1. Legions.
Yeah, that's one of Greyman's favorites.
Yeah, 1990.
Not Legion of Superheroes. It's Legion. It's a different era.
And then I got Ghost #41.
Oh,
nice.
For $1.
For $1? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people keep telling me those prices are going up on those Bronze Age horrors.
Right.
Yeah,
then
that's what I hear as well.
Haunted Library #53.
Cool. Nice.
Nice mummy cover.
That's a well done mummy.
Yeah. Now that's a mummy, Greyman.
Yeah, not that stuff he showed. Yeah, before. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And I got another one of these Hero Con ink.
Oh yeah.
#1, Wallywood.
Wallywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a warehouse find on those.
Is that an underground comic, or is that one he sold to the army?
Yeah, that's correct. He sold it to the military.
One he sold to the army. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I get confused. Wallywood did a lot of different self-published books.
He sure did.
Ghost Castle #2.
Wow, nice.
That's a really good cover.
That looks like Dominguez to me.
It is.
Yeah, Luis Dominguez.
Yep. Dominguez.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I have that. It's really good comic there.
I bought all his books, everything that he had and I
Wow.
left all the ones with coverless. He had a bunch of coverless. I left all those and bought everything else.
Was this the Grafton Flea Market, Ray?
Yep,
Dave,
the
or-
Grafton Flea Market. Yeah.
All right.
Atlas Grim Ghost number 3.
Wow. Cool.
This
One of the
one's being
better
held
Atlas
on by
books.
one staple, but
Hmm.
still couldn't leave that behind.
No way. Not for
Nope.
a buck.
I needed all these too. I don't have any. of
Really?
these.
Wow.
Captain America 183.
Nice.
I just got that one.
Death of a Hero.
Yeah, man.
Part of that Nomad saga, I guess you call
Yeah,
it.
that was the Roscoe Cap that got killed there.
187.
Wow. Nice.
Gil Kane.
Wow, I
Migos
don't have
putting
that
out-
one. I'm gonna have to remember.
Wow. Can you believe that? Migos putting out Atlas figures. Wow. Thanks, Jim.
That's just crazy. Like, who remembers Atlas? I mean, I know we do, but
I mean, that is really, tip of the spear kind of stuff, I mean,
188.
wow, nice caps.
Another Gil Kane.
another, yeah, Gil Kane.
Hey, Brian, welcome, buddy. Happy Tuesday to you as well.
And
Ah,
207.
Oh, I like that cover.
That's
Yeah.
a
Says
that's an
Nathan on the
unusually
top.
quiet Jack Kirby cover.
Nathan has good taste.
Yeah, Nathan
Yeah.
has good taste.
Very cool one.
Right. And I got this Charlton Classic Hercules number 6.
oh yeah. Those are reprints of the Hercules series,
Mhm.
Charlton. Yep. Actually, those are better looking comics than the original series because the originals, man, those things were rough.
And I got Superman Giant Family number 177.
Nice.
Oh, Piazza cover there, nice.
Kurt Swan.
Mm.
Swan.
Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen 158. Nakati.
Nicardi, yeah, that's right at the end of the run there.
Post Kirby Jimmy, I guess.
Post Kirby, yeah.
Believe it or not, number 61.
Oh,
I don't
I got
believe
that
it.
one.
Yeah,
Cool.
has a little tear down here.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't care.
I believe it's 61.
Star Spangled War Stories, Unknown Soldier, number 193.
Oh, very good reads. That Unknown Soldier arcs in that Star Spangled.
This I already had, Superboy, number 6. But I wasn't
Mm.
going to leave it there for a buck.
Leaving
fun
home with the
set.
suitcase.
Yep, leaving home in a suitcase. And I also had this one, number 21.
Ah. They debut at New York Comic Con. Okay, good to know. You don't get those
Migos, I
repeats
assume,
reading
or
no.
was
paper.
debuting.
Picked up Superboy, number 34.
Ah, Hero for Hire. Greyman
Yeah.
is all about those too.
Oh, yeah, you love those. And the last one, DC Vertigo, Welcome Back to the House of Mysteries, number 1, Bernie Wrightson cover.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
And this has 10 stories inside
Wow, in one issue.
in one issue.
Yeah, that was a good find there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has that
That's-
throwback logo.
Yep. That's what I found at the flea market.
Wow, nice stuff,
That
man.
was a good flea market haul.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Especially those
Anybody else
caps.
Anybody
Yeah.
want to go? Or do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep going for a bit.
Keep going. All right.
Yeah, those caps for a buck, man. Forget it. That's
Yeah, for a buck, why not?
Yeah.
Definitely. This is cool. I found this. These I had here. I couldn't find them, but I found them. All right, I'll show this one first. Here you go. Will you give
Hey.
that to Aaron?
yeah. I just
said,
sent one to
I got
Aaron.
that book someplace. I gotta find it, and I found it.
Funny. Yeah, that's the first Freddy.
Yeah.
No,
No, Jason.
Jason. Yeah,
Is
Jason.
that the first appearance of Jason? In
Jason.
comic
Yeah,
book?
yeah.
I'm
In the
gonna
comic
go
book.
find that book.
I got 2 of them.
Oh, really?
I got 2. I'll give you one.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Ray. I appreciate
Put it in
that.
Tat's pile.
Yep. I'll put this one in your file.
Nice.
There
Thank
you
you.
go. All right. Cosmic Heroes. Buck Rogers, 25th century AD.
Oh,
Look at that. Eternity.
Number 11. Now you got to check out this. It's
Is
all
that-
black and
is
white.
that reprints of the comic strip?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
It's
nice.
all black and white inside. I'll show you that.
look
And
at
you
there.
don't see Buck Rogers reprinted as often as Flash
Nope.
Gordon.
And
No.
look at
Looky
it.
there.
Oh, that's
Reprints
cool.
all the comic strips, the newspapers.
Wow. I didn't know they did that in the comics. I had no idea.
And he came before Flash Gordon, I believe. So he's kind of the first
Yes.
science fiction hero in comic strips.
Yeah, I think just a little before. Yeah.
I think Flash Gordon was another syndicate's answer to Buck Rogers.
Perhaps. Yeah. Well, I'll take your word for it.
He had that, like,
what I
little
seem to
creature.
remember
And
reading.
that's the back.
He had like
Men
that
in
robot.
black.
He had like that robot dog that used to go dee 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 or something like that, right?
On the TV show,
On
yeah.
the TV show, yeah.
TV show, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think he was in the old strip, although I can't-
Okay, yeah.
And
No, you did have
Punisher.
Dale Arden, but no, not the.
from the
It's
Punisher
more like
Illustrated.
the movie, the
Yeah.
Sam Jones movie kind of.
Nice
that kind of
book.
manga.
That one there. Little thick, just thick, square back,
Dicky.
square bound, whatever you call it.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
perfect bound or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. No staple book.
Right, there you go. No staple book. Then,
Look what Jackson is saying here. Sleepy sounds like he was there when Buck and Flash first appeared. You are. I remember when Buck Rogers.
Superman Doomsday. I guess this is the whole story.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
all
that's
in one book.
okay. The
Hunter Prey.
Under
is
Prey. Yeah, that's after the
Return
Death
of
Superman,
Doomsday.
Yeah. Because he keeps coming
Dog
back
Moon.
all the time.
Thought was a pretty cool cover.
Dog Moon.
I haven't heard of that one,
So,
but it's probably good if it's Vertigo. Is that Vertigo?
DC Vertigo. Yep.
Yeah. It almost looks Tim Truman-ish from the cover.
Yeah. Timothy Truman
Hey.
Nice.
down there.
Yeah, so that's going to be some cool art.
Yeah. Nice job on that one, Sleepy. I didn't even see that.
Star Wars.
Huh.
Cool looking dragon.
Me too.
Hunter
cover.
Prey was late 94. Okay. I knew it was afterwards a little bit.
And then I found Superman Action Comic.
Yee!
Okay. Now, if you're just joining us, you have just entered the Twilight Zone.
Uh-huh.
Do 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 do.
I like the way they put Rod Serling right on the top there. So this was
Number
it was a
12,
very popular show at the time. So
1965 George Wilson cover.
hey, Drew Manchu, welcome. Good to see you here, bud. Hope all is well.
Twilight Zone 36.
Oh yeah.
42.
Yeah, I got that one.
I wrote Mark Jewelers on the back of this one.
Have you read some of the Twilight Zone comics, Roger?
Yes.
Are they good stories? I've never
51.
read one yet.
They sort of try to capture like the twist endings and things like
Yes.
that of the show, but it doesn't work as well in comic form as it does in film.
Right.
I'll say that.
Well, and they probably aren't written by Rod Serling.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, as I recall, they're
That's
not.
a cool cover.
At least the ones I have. Yeah. I don't think he was alive.
Oh, right. He
I mean,
died kind of young, didn't he?
he died young. Yeah, died in the late 70s, early 80s. I forgot when. Of course, he was always smoking on the shows, so
Right.
Yeah. Whoa.
That's how I should dress. I don't know. Why I look like that.
Looks like kind of a Colonel Sanders there. And, you know,
Yeah.
with the,
Since I date back to Buck Rogers, I should be dressing.
yeah, you got your horse and buggy ready there, and
Yeah.
oh man, you got some. That's a much later issue there. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's when they went to non painted covers. They went cheap on you as time went on.
Yeah. And then there you go.
Oh yeah.
Well, very different
Dude.
publisher there. Wow.
Yeah. Hey, Diabetic Superman, welcome, buddy. Good to see you here.
Forrest Karloff.
Nice. Hey, Scotty, welcome. We are Old Legion. Okay.
Another George Wilson.
Yep.
Wild cover.
Some of the Boris Karloff stories are kind of neat, horror-ish mystery kind of stories.
I have a few in my collection, but haven't read them yet.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't say they're super memorable, but they're entertaining, I'd say.
They had good covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those painted covers, you know, you have to give it to them. I have that one. Yeah, the zombies coming out of the swamp.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Was
Oh,
Boris
Brian, say
Karloff
hi to
alive when
everybody.
this comic was coming out?
43.
I don't know how long his life was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think probably around the same time as Sterling, I would think. Ooh. I know Mike, a graphic man, has the whole run of this.
Really?
Showed it.
Wow.
Cool.
Whoa.
Is that a galaxy back there spinning around back there? Or is that some kind of flying
Well,
saucer?
It looks like a galaxy spinning
Oh, all
around.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, I
right.
got the sniffles. I was working out in the yard and pollen is
Oh, the
everywhere.
pollen's
and
bad.
you know. It's getting better, but still, it got me today. I have seen that comic before, yes. I have seen it. I don't have any, though.
Well, if you can get these cheap, they're definitely worth it, even just for the covers.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, no, you know, they're the reads are okay, I think. I mean, certainly beats the heck out of the Image, you know, stuff, you know.
Right.
I know that's a very, you know, low watermark there, but man, you got a lot of these, Ray. Losers.
If I see him, I'll pick him up.
Man.
Another
Yeah, I got
George
that one.
Wilson.
Yeah, I got that one. I remember that. I do the same thing. Whenever I see them cheap, I pick them up because,
Yeah, definitely.
Makes sense.
you know, if nothing else, I can pass them on to somebody and so forth.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a good series at 1963. Yeah. But
And the last one.
oh,
Boris.
48 pages. Whoa.
Yep.
Man.
1978.
You can almost get a finger cramp from just flipping the pages on that one.
Whoa, man.
All right.
Gotta work
All
on
right.
my-
Somebody, yep.
You're done?
Let
All
somebody
right.
else go.
Nice
All right,
book,
I'll go. I'm not going to show the stuff Aaron sent me, and also I don't see lead paint here in the chat, so I'm going to go to the tower stuff first.
Thanks.
Because I definitely want to be. I want Aaron to be here when I show the stuff he sent me because it's really some neat stuff. Now I showed these before, but I think it was when Greyman was doing this show, so I figured it's time to show these. So these are the Tower Action Series from back in 1966-67. And this title was called Fight the Enemy. Obviously, we're talking about Vietnam era here, just before, perhaps.
Is this the same company that did Thunder Agents?
Correct. That's correct. Wally Wood was part of the editorial team. Here we have Fight the Enemy #2, Bazooka cover, hitting that Panzer, I think, tank there. Or Tiger, I forgot which one those are. And here is Fight the Enemy #3. Unfortunately, I'm looking for a parachute on here. There isn't any. So that's the next
make it Saturday.
cover slingers. I only have 5 covers with parachutes, Ray. So
yeah, but I can't make it.
Oh, you can't? Oh
no,
dude, and you picked the category.
I know. There's a birthday party I have to go to.
All right, bummer.
I'm bumming on that.
Yeah, here's Dynamo. This is a Wally Wood here on Dynamo #1. You know, how many people can sort of swing a telephone pole at a jet? I mean, while you're getting shot at from a tank too. So
that's a very talented pilot too, because getting that low to the ground and
look at that. I mean, how's he going to pull out of that dive, right? Anyway, and here is Dynamo #2.
Nice.
And Dynamo #3. Another Wally Wooder.
I got that one.
I feel like that's a very famous cover. I've seen it reprinted a lot.
Yeah, been seeing it a few times as well. And this one, I think this one is actually a better cover. I mean, as far as impact, right? Here's #4 with Dynamo holding back that locomotive. And of course, we have the red dress and distress lady down here.
Yeah, damsel in distress.
Yep.
Yeah, that should be a classic with that.
I would think so. Yeah, I would think so. But, you know, opinions differ, right? All right. So so those were 2 titles. Here's a third title, very short-lived, No Man. And No Man is part of a Thunder agent. And here he is back here, this somewhat wispy-looking character. And it only ran 2 issues. And here's the second one. And Dynamo is in it as well.
Is No Man the one who had multiple bodies?
Correct. He could shift his consciousness into other robotic or android-like bodies if he wished. You know,
Yeah.
or if it
I read it a long time ago. I need to reread the whole.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Man.
Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, George Wilson published. Reruns already? No. Parachutes. Most Westerns have it. Okay. I thought you guys got canceled by the man. No way, Chaos. We got canceled. No way. Here we are at Thunder Agents #1. Dynamo is obviously, you know, one of his favorite characters. I mean, he's in every one of these series up front and center. And back there, I think that's Mentor. I think that's who that is. And here we have #2. Again, Dynamo being punched into and through a wall, a brick wall, by Dynavac. And here we have #3. Dynamo versus Mentor. So that is Mentor. Okay. And this lady here is actually one of the Thunder agents, like the regular Thunder agents, or the non-superpowered ones. Kind of like S.H.I.E.L.D. had their like superpowered division. Thunder agents were both powered and superpowered. By the way, it stands for the Higher United Nations Defense Enforcement Reserves. I did not memorize that. It's right up there. Okay.
Oh,
Good thing they shrunk it down.
That's right. Here's another Wally Wood looks like to me at #4. And we have, of course, the mastermind here directing his minions or his henchmen or whatever. And we have the lady here in armor looking. She doesn't look particularly stressed, you know. That's all I can say.
She's trying to get a suntan. She's laying down.
Yeah, she looks kind of pose-ish, you know.
Yeah. Wait, someone's looking.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, I'm in danger, but you know, I have to keep up an image.
Have to look good doing it.
Yeah, you know it. You know it. Here is number 5. Doppelganger cover here, sort of. Dynamo versus Dynamo. And here we have number 6, another Wally Wood. And here it says, Thunder faces its greatest peril when Demo captures No Man's Cape, Dynamo's Thunderbelt, and Mentor's helmet. Will he succeed in destroying Thunder? So he stole all their power items, essentially. So. And here we have, finally, somebody other than Dynamo taking front and center, No Man on number 7. Diving from, I guess, a jet or some kind of copter into that car. You can tell it was 60s, look at the blockiness. And here we have number 8 with some googly-eyed villain there.
Wow.
The Overlord.
I would not want to be sleeping and having that look at me.
No.
Imagine you waking up and you're like, what is that?
Yeah.
I'd faint right away.
I think it'd be my cat. So,
and here we have number 9, the villain called the Tarantula. Of course, he has 4 arms. Don't they have 8 legs? Tarantulas?
Right. They have 8.
So kind of a misnomer there, so to speak. But
didn't count.
Yeah, he's closer to a tarantula, I guess, than most people. And here we have an Al Williamson and Wally Wood collaboration on number 10.
Nice.
I guess he's knocking down the whole wall, building, whatever. That I don't know. We'll just go through the Thunder Agents, and then we'll continue later. Here we have number 11. Again, with the aforementioned regular Thunder Agents here. And Dynamos. Obviously theirs have a sidecar. I don't know how they all fit on there, but oh well, they did. And here we have 12. This is one of those coming right at you covers, with the whole team, not the whole team, but most of them. Number 12 with No Man, Dynamo, and Lightning, I think his name is. So I haven't read these in a while. Here's a good Spider cover, number 13, and also has guest star appearance of Undersea Agent, who you will see here in a bit as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, I used this on a Cover Slingers, I remember.
Yeah,
Was he part of the same universe, Undersea Agent?
Yes, correct. He even did a mission with them, I think. He's kind of like they're the land version of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's the sea version.
The undersea version of
S.H.I.E.L.D. So here we have a Gil Kane cover, it looks like. Thunder Agents number 14 with the Raven. Somewhere around here, I think they started reprints because they were shutting down.
Yeah, it's sad they did not succeed with that because it seemed like such a great set
agreed.
of
Now, notice that there are some interesting differences here from regular comics. One is that they were 25 cents at this point when most comics were 12. So but they were double the size. So
yeah,
they were essentially all annuals kind of thing. But you did have almost, at least in the first couple of years, you had almost all original stories. Unlike, DC, had maybe comics that were huge, but they had reprints in them.
Right, and Marvel had those huge, thick reprints too.
Right.
Yeah.
And here's another Gil Kane.
But I wonder if they would have succeeded better at the 12-cent price point.
That was my thought. That maybe even though you got double the value, people.
Right.
Kids
didn't have that much money.
Yes, right. Correct. I was going to say kids, they wanted volume. So, they would probably say, well, I'll just get 2 or comics from DC or Marvel rather than one of these.
Yeah. You have to throw a lot of newspapers to be able to get that kind of money.
Yeah. Or return a lot of bottles. Yeah. Yeah. Sure, man. Yeah. That's what I did. I would go around the neighborhood, pick up cans, bottles, and that would sort of feed my comic habit, so to speak, back then. Here's number 17.
Yeah, I had a paper out.
You had a paper out?
Yep.
I never had one. My parents didn't let me. Now here, I believe this at this point is about to start the reprints here, because although it says up here no ads, it feels thinner to me.
These are really nice
And
covers.
there was a back by popular demand.
Yeah, there was a hiatus there somewhere, but this one here is definitely reprints because you can tell that these are all covers that were previously used here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you got this big, very bad design choice, I think, to put this circle here. No ads, all action, that off-putting there.
It's almost like a different person took over designing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the case. That's true. And here we have, this is a reprint because it has special collector's edition up here. So that something's going on, and this is the very last issue. And it does have this, they put in a pinup. That was like the new thing here. But that's all right. Let me show you the undersea agents, and then I'll cede to the next gentleman. This is undersea agent number 1, and that's him. And what's his name? Davy Jones, of course.
Davy Jones Locker.
Yeah, right.
Locker.
And of course, you have the somewhat stereotypical villain here, for Asian villain. And this is a really nice cover here. I forgot who did this cover, but it is number 2.
Wow.
Nice.
It might be Bernard Bailey, but don't quote me on that. And here is number 3. This was a 6-issue series, as I recall, but Gil Kane came on, started doing some magnificent covers starting with number 4.
Nice.
You can tell by the reticulation in the face that is definitely Gil Kane.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And number 5, some kind of anthropomorphic kind of contraption. I don't know what this is. I mean,
that came from
Turtles. Still working for DC at this point.
He might have been freelance. I'm not sure.
Maybe he transitioned from DC, did a little bit of Tower, and then went to Marvel.
Perhaps. I'm really not clear on that.
I think DC did not allow people to work for other companies at that time.
Right. So maybe he was, in transition.
Well, some people got around it by using different names.
Yeah, but it says Gil Kane right on here, so definitely he's not. And his style, you're not going to fake that.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So, and here's the last one. This is not Gil Kane, I don't believe. Number 6 right here.
Jumping in. I have that book, don't I?
It's a good cover, though.
Yeah, I think you did. You found this some time back. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. I'm asking you like I don't know what happened.
Yeah, man. And that's it. That's the whole Action Tower line. Now they did have a teen humor line, but I have a couple of those, but those are not really that interesting to me. They're kind of like Archie ripoffs, essentially.
Archie ripoffs.
Yeah.
All right. So like I said a couple of videos back, I've been really working on my Daredevil. So I went back and I spent some money. This is Daredevil number 50.
Ooh.
Eventually you get to, when you're collecting a run, you get to that point where you have to spend money somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
51.
I will say though, Daredevil seemed to be a little bit more affordable than a lot of other Silver Age Marvels.
True.
Oh, for sure, yeah. It's just funny. I'll be going through the box and I'm like, okay, $5, $6, cool. $20. Whoa, I'll wait on that one for a minute. 110. Because I always try to think, okay, if I spend $20 on one book, how many more books could I get for $20? You know?
Hey, Tatman, welcome, bud.
Hey, Tatman. This is 122.
2 tats in one place. I'm confused.
I tell you, right?
Yeah. See, earlier Ray was blowing our mind with that book. Now you got 2 tats. It's like a conundrum. It's gonna.
Hey, that's a good find there. Find those archives. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I went to Goodwill store, and they did these bundle packs where they put these books in a bag, so you don't really see what you get. They're like $9.
They're
So
like semi-blind finds there.
yeah, I mean, you can kind of see what's in the front of the bag most of the time, but then a lot of times you can't see what's in the back. So,
Right. Hey, Swag buddy, how you doing? Hope everything is well over there in Kansas City.
yeah, some of these I have no idea. I mean, first time coming across
like
these titles. So this is the Crossed Battlelands issue. I couldn't issue 20.
Agreed.
And then same title issue
handle
19.
Crossed. That's too much for me.
This is Repossessed, Chapter 2 of 4. It's a cool snake cover.
Ooh, man, look at the
Ooh,
fangs on that
nice.
thing.
This is Crossed.
Oh yeah, Secret
The last one.
Hey Donald, welcome, buddy.
Oh, it says this is the wraparound. It's the annual. So I've never heard of this story. I figure I'm gonna give it a shot. It looks kind of like post-apocalyptic. Kind of. I didn't say that word.
You have to have a very strong stomach to read Crossed.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, I do.
Very strong.
I do.
From the Darkness, Book 2, Blood Vows. I mean, just like I said, I don't have any of these books, so I didn't even know these were in the bag. But the covers are interesting. But I bet you there's a lot of naughty bits in these books.
Yeah,
it looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to show like the inside of the interior on this, or I'll get banned. Get my first strike ever. And this one's got a car on the cover, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
and
man.
This
that's
one's
right. The Saturday is free comic book day. That's right.
Never heard of this one.
Hell.
Let's hope you never do.
Then I was stoked because I found one of the books in the front of the bag. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Had Aquaman, and it's a DC Universe, logo.
Oh yeah, nice.
So I was like, okay. I grabbed that bag and I took it home. I just did a tape pull though. I can't believe I'm showing it right there.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's a reader now. Not just kidding. But in the bag, then like I said, I found a couple more DC Universe. Here's Supergirl number 3.
It's still a DC Universe, just
yeah.
A little bit of a,
it's got a
bit of weathering to it.
Yeah, it's got the tat touch.
There you go. Yeah, those are much tougher to find than the regular logos for sure.
Yeah. Star Trek was in there.
Oh boy.
Nice
yeah,
looking.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Crossed is read in elementary schools today. Oh boy.
I can't handle elementary school then.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go there.
We'll go bots.
Not all of them, but yeah.
Robin.
Shiny.
But you get like 9 books in a bag. So it's pretty.
That's pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Who's selling these bags, Tat? One of the places you go to?
Goodwill stores.
Oh, the Goodwill stores. Okay.
Yeah. This was the reason why I grabbed that one with. Well, I haven't shown those books yet. They're done by Glenn Danzig, but I like this cover. I've always wanted this cover. It's Robin Hood Wanted. It's a Zenscope art germ cover.
Ah,
nice.
Yeah, I like art germ.
Yeah.
Let me see it. Sorry, I just gotta kind of put these back in a box.
Stanley Lau, I think is his name, right? Stanley Lau.
Right.
Oh, here's more.
I don't know how you got art germ out of that, but oh well.
Oh, is that? What has the AG on there?
No, he's not doubting his art germ. He's just saying it's funny that a guy named Stanley Lau ended up with the name art germ.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
I don't have earbuds in, so it's kind of hard to hear my phone.
No worries, man. No worries.
I got to upgrade my my way of filming.
All right. Swag is saying hi to everybody.
Hi, Swag.
Hey.
One of my favorite guys around.
Oh, here, I might have to. I don't think I can show that. Well, I won't show that book. It's got like a really gory cover. Like you're saying for this title.
Yeah, Crossed is the most extreme comic I've ever accidentally sampled.
Yikes.
So I should send these ones to you?
Well, send them to my wife. She'd really love them.
Oh, really?
Here's another good DC Universe logo. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then it came with the Robin DC logo.
Yeah, man.
You know who's been really doing good on the DC logos is Bad Avenger.
Yeah.
I love watching his channel when he shows those DC logos.
Yeah, Bad Avenger and Scoons Comics are
Yeah.
big DC Universe hunters.
Oh, okay. Here's the last of those blind bags. These are the ones that have Glenn Danzig, and actually the covers aren't bad, but inside I can tell you, not for audiences. But these came in the blind bags.
Taco Tuesday?
Yeah,
What?
Taco Tuesday.
Taco
I watched
Tuesday?
that. I watched that video of Taco Tuesday. Yeah. So the covers are nice, but the inside, the artwork is nice, but there's just too many naughty bits showing.
Mm-hmm.
Now these I got for a
I think
quarter.
Jackson would like to see them.
Yeah, I'd have to probably start a whole new YouTube channel.
Mm.
Number 6. What's that? Number 9?
You see, that's right. Yeah.
Empire. Empire of the Dead, Act 2. Spider-Man, Deadpool, number 19. It's like an homage to Marvel Comics Presents.
These are the quarter comics?
Yeah,
Wow.
Pretty Deadly.
Naughty Bits comics. Yeah, right.
It's a wraparound too.
Oh, man. Hey, I was wondering, Rob, hey, buddy.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Hey guys.
I was wondering if
Sorry,
you'd come
Mike.
by. Great to see you here, man. We missed you last week.
Beep. There we go. Yeah, these are all quarter books. Justice League Quarterly, number 7. This is no staple book.
No stable, right.
Number 10. Oops. Number 15. Number 16.
That's a lot of comic for a quarter, man.
Yeah, I mean, all of them were a quarter. It was funny when I got there to Nostalgia Comic Books. He didn't really fill up the quarter bin, but he saw I went over there, and then he saw another guy went over there. So as me and this one guy were chatting, he was going through some long boxes, just throwing books in there. So then we had to both look at each other and say, hey, who wants to go first?
Right.
So I was like, go ahead, man.
Say hi
You're
to
good.
Rob.
Yeah. Han Solo, number 5.
Well, Jim likes those, probably because
In what universe
they
is
have
that a
some of
quarter
the-
book?
Yeah. And then of course this was in my pool, Gunslinger.
Nice.
Rob is like, where can I get those?
Pat lives in the quarter book universe.
Yes.
Magic. Wow. She's grown up.
Oh yeah. That's a J. Scott Campbell cover too.
Mm.
Here's some more quarter books. New Exiles, number 15. I needed for my run. Spider-Man, number 2. Tom McFarlane.
Oh, that's a nice find.
Yeah. Sensational Wonder Woman, number 2. I like this cartoon, American Dad. I like the character Roger. Cracks me up.
Look at that chin.
Yeah. X, number 1.
It's a comics greatest world thing.
Yeah, number 2.
Yeah, I remember liking X. I can't remember anything about it anymore, but I remember I enjoyed it.
Right.
Yeah. This is a flip book, I presume.
Zombie reanimated.
Yeah.
Quarter books don't exist here in my part of California. Best you can do is $2. Whoa.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have 80-cent books here in Florida, Jim, at least. Oh, that's a nice find.
Ooh, I got
Yeah.
that
From
one.
place to place.
I was
That's a great
so,
find.
yeah, I was happy to find that.
Yeah, man.
This is
That was a
Superman.
good find.
Oops. And then I got some Thor,
Thor.
number 1.
Ray just woke up.
Thor.
Yep, another Thor.
Thor's.
Oh, oh yeah, okay, I forgot the S. Here's Spider-Man Unlimited, number 3. Number 5. Number 7. And then this makes you think, like, you're saying, who fought it?
Okay.
Like look over your shoulder, hey, who did that?
Yeah.
Okay. Throw a little humor in there every once in a while. And then I just got a few more. They're not quarter books though. Mantra number 2. It's in a really bad piece of plastic. I seem to not be able to stop myself from always grabbing these, but Electra, Lights number 1.
Yeah.
I just can't help it. I love Greg Horn.
Yeah.
Or that's Greg Horn. Greg Horn
Yeah.
did the
Yeah,
cover.
good one.
I think he did most of that, or if not all of that run.
Yeah. Oh,
I only know those from Bub, because
he's a Thor, not Thor's.
Thor.
Thor.
No Thor on the
I
cover.
think that looks like Heimdall on the cover, though.
Yeah.
Was it Mantra like a man that in a woman's body?
I'm not sure.
Like that?
I just was grabbing them because they're cheap, and I figure I think Mr. Rigor Mortis likes that title. So.
Oh, okay. I
Figure it out.
remember seeing somebody's video on that, and I seem to recall that is when it happened.
So I'll stop there.
Oh, okay, but
Move
thanks
that
for showing
box.
that good stuff.
Thanks, man.
All
I'll
right,
grab another box.
Damien, what you got for us tonight? Well, for you in the afternoon, I guess.
Yes. And I thank you for doing a show in the afternoon when I'm free.
You're welcome.
Well, I have books that I got from Roger.
Oh,
and
that's right. I
wanna
did send you
say
some stuff. Yeah.
I'm very happy with the trade we made.
All right. I'm glad you are.
I just said, give me some Charlton and Gold Key. And you came up with all kinds of great stuff here. So I'm going to take.
I'm going to show what you sent me here too, as well. But
we got Ghostly Tales, number 140, and I have now learned that this says Pam. I thought it said pie or something.
Yeah, in your video. You
Peter
say
Morisi, who's most well known for Thunderball, right?
and Vengeance Squad too. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm really digging these. So far, just flipped through them, but loving all the art in it.
Cool.
In these books.
Yeah, it was okay. I thought so. We'll see this time of sleeping and beyond.
Yeah, because everyone else is doing it at what is my. This is probably your dinner time, but it's what's my dinner time, and it's hard to get away.
Yeah, I got you.
This is a really cool cover. I'm not sure. Did they sort of do an inverse image on a panel or something?
I think it's exactly right. Yes.
Yeah. But still, it's a really, really cool cover.
Yeah.
Raise back.
Okay.
It seems like every issue of Ghostly Tales has some Ditko in it. At least the ones you sent me.
Yeah, they tried to put Ditko as many as possible. Yeah.
So when I find Ditko, and he did good work at
yeah.
And who's this? This looks like really good art too. I wonder if it's signed.
I'm not sure offhand. Could be
First page.
Could be Rich Larson
or something like that. I can't quite read that signature. Anyway, so a good artist that I've never even seen before.
They had some very like short run artists that they only did a feature here or there. And some of them were romance artists that they would come and do.
Oh, right.
art.
And Donald Rex has shown a lot of the Charlton romance comics.
Yeah,
and
I said he
likes them. Yeah. He likes them better than the bigger companies' romance. Yeah. An amazing painted cover on Solar Man of the Atom.
Nice.
And no signature as to who the artist is here.
Yeah, they didn't. Very rarely do you see that any artist information in those.
And then one of those later covers with a rather awkward looking drawn cover, but
yeah, I sent you that one just so you can see the juxtaposition from the older one to that. It's like night and day.
It must have been a shock to the Solar.
Yeah, right.
But very cool stuff. I've read some Solar Man of the Atom in, like, I think Dark Horse did hardback reprints, and my library had them. And I remember enjoying them quite a bit. Scary Tales. Is that a Ditko cover?
It is.
I don't
Correct.
know.
Yeah, the story is Ditko, I do believe, as well.
And is this Senho Kim?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, because I just guessed that because it looked so good.
By the way, tomorrow night, Sleepy Nauman, Higgy, and myself will be spotlighting Asian artists on Nauman's channel.
Yes.
And we each are going to spotlight a different one.
We've each picked one. Maybe we'll talk about some of the other ones. It's supposed to be Asian artists from the Bronze Age, right?
Right.
Some more Ditko there. I mean, it's just fantastic to open these things and find Ditko in the middle of it all. The many ghosts of Dr. Graves.
Right. And I tried to send you somewhat decent copies. Some of mine are beat up,
Well, thank you. Yeah, to me, these are in perfectly fine shape because there's nothing to get in the way of reading them.
Right.
Another Ghost Manor. That looks like maybe a Ditko cover also.
Correct. Yeah, Dark Horse had both hard and soft cover collections. Okay, nice. Another Ditko, I believe.
Ditko also, yeah. Yeah, so these are real treasures. I'm extremely happy with this stuff.
I'm glad you are. Of course, you sent me probably much greater value, but I tried to send you stuff that you'd enjoy,
For those who don't know, Roger did send me back at my request his copies with the clipped coupons of Deathlock and Doctor Strange. I sent you some Spider-Man that were out of the era of Spider-Man that I'm trying to collect anyway. So I was fine just...
I'm going to show those after here.
And another one the Hulk that I sent you, I had multiple copies of. Well, that looks like really cool art. I don't know who the artist is.
Yeah, so, the war titles, I can never remember those artists.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody must be an expert on that, but not me. Hey, Donald. Yeah, equals
pretty much all this stuff except the romance?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And the one non-Charlton Unknown Worlds. Is this the one that also at some point had superheroes in it? But
yes, Nemesis, Magic Man, and I wouldn't call him a superhero, but he was Herbie.
Herbie. That's my favorite of hers.
I have.
This is really cool sci-fi stories. It seems
I sent a few to Higgy because he didn't have them. So. Hey, Joe, welcome. Good evening, gents. He says there he is.
Herbie.
There he is. Herbie Pop Nectar, the Fat Fury. Oh yeah, Sam Klansman. That's right. He did do a lot. Yeah, that's right.
Can't get any respect from his dad.
Yeah,
and last but not least was this issue of Ghostly Tales. That's a nice cover too. Jim Aparo.
Yeah.
Very cool.
A lot of people don't remember that he did stuff for Charlton before he went to it was
right. I think that's not general knowledge.
Yeah.
Keep going, or do you want to move on?
Yeah, keep going for a little bit more.
Okay. Last week I was going through this going through this box of miscellaneous magazines. So I'm continuing that. We got Hembeck, Jimmy Olsen's pal, Fred Hembeck.
Oh, funny.
Which is black and white on the inside. This would be separate from the work he did for Marvel and DC, just his own magazine.
Yeah.
From Fantico, it says. Got some, let me take it out of the bag. When the Hulk magazine changed its name to just The Hulk and went to color.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's because everything Hulk was selling so well during that Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, he was on TV and But the art in those Hulk magazines are spectacular.
The Punisher magazine, which was reprints of the color comics in black and white. And I guess I think I showed this last week, so I must have multiple copies of this Masters of Terror.
Nice.
So I should give that away. Oh, and speaking of Thunder Agents, I guess the rights to Thunder Agents moved around to a lot of different small publishers.
Yes, correct.
I don't think this lasted long. JC Comics Group.
Yeah, I think it lasted one magazine size and two regular. I think
it was all black and white.
Yeah.
It has kind of a Rich Buckler look, but I guess it's not Rich Buckler. Mark Texiera, and he was a
Mark
Rich
Teixeira,
Putler,
what was the
acolyte.
publisher on that, Sleepy?
It says JP.
JP.
JC.
Okay, yeah, JCP. Yeah,
JCP. JC or JCP.
yeah. I think that's a subdivision of Archie, as I recall.
Oh, okay. It's got some Black Hood at the back, so that makes sense. Black Hood
Yep.
is Archie, right?
Yeah. What happened to you? Oh, had a call. Okay. You can come back. No,
Looks like,
no, give up. You see, you say you got to give it away at some point. There we go.
it kind of looks like Deathlock there.
Hey, it sure does. Sure does. I have that somewhere. I don't remember where now. Got to look that up.
The modern horror magazine Shudder, which reprints lots of Frazetta covers.
Nice.
And then what I think of as a Comic Mag's musing book, Tales of Voodoo.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I can't read the name of the publisher on it.
That's one of the tamer ones there, actually.
And speaking of not tame, 1984. I think Jackson would like this. These were actually kind of dirty comics on the inside. I now have Jackson. Jackson's accusing you of being the dirty old man.
That's right. Well, you know. Stop. Don't say his name again. Don't say Comic Magazines.
1994, which was a continuation of 1984.
Those are Warren, right? Warren.
Yes. And I might be showing some of them tomorrow night because they often had Alex Nino art in them.
Nice.
The art was fantastic, but the stories were just sort of these dumb attempts at cheap sex jokes and stuff.
Ah.
I mean, not always, but that's what stands out in my mind.
Yeah.
Or 1984. Marvel did Sherlock Holmes for a few issues in Marvel Preview. I need to read these. I do like Sherlock Holmes, and it's art
good.
by
They're
Gal
pretty
Miller.
good. Yeah.
But that stuff I haven't read yet. Bizarre Adventures, doing the adventures of a bunch of ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Swords of the Swashbucklers, a graphic novel by Bill Mantelo and Jackson Geiss. Shadows of the Warriors of the Shadow Realm number 12. I didn't know this went on so long.
That might be part of a series like Marvel Super Specials or something.
It might be. It does say in Super Marvel color, every panel a painting.
Yeah, I bet you that's what it is. Part of that
Yeah,
series.
I think there was 3 or 4 issues of that.
Yeah, I thought it was just a short run. This one is number 11. So I guess they just didn't on the cover say what the real title of the magazine was.
No kidding.
Why don't I stop there?
All right, bud. All right, thanks. Good stuff. Rob, great to see you here, my friend. We missed you so much last week.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't feeling good, so
Okay,
I
no
just-
problem. Glad you're feeling better today.
I am feeling better today. Feel good. And part of the reason I felt good is because I got an AOK in the mail today.
Hey, all right.
So our buddy, the Jackson Roykirk,
Oh,
sent me a whole box of comics.
this guy here? Oh, boy.
That guy down there.
Who would have
And
thought?
so I have Shadow the Bat collector's set, still bagged.
Wow.
Which I didn't even know they had a bagged version of this. So, but it's very tempting to open it because it says it has a 3-dimensional Arkham Asylum pop-up, and I'm really kind of want to see what that looks like.
Yeah, that's very cool.
But it's sealed, and it's like, yeah, I don't know.
You can sort of.
Do not open.
Hey, Rob, I have the solution. You have that heat sealing thing, right? That you do the pages, right? That you seal the pages in. You sort of give it a little slit.
Yeah.
And then reseal it, and there you go.
Maybe.
Nobody will be the wiser.
He also sent me the 4-issue set of the Citizen Kang annual storyline.
Oh, cool.
Captain America.
Nice.
Thor.
Thor.
Bearded
Thor.
Thor.
Fantastic Four. And the Avengers.
Yeah, man.
And then didn't know what this was, but that was in there. Jay Werner presents classic pulp robots.
Oh yeah, that's
Cool
a
cover.
classic Golden Age
Just,
cover. There.
you know, just reprints like old stories, I think. So
Wow, Jackson, nice stuff.
Cool
Hey,
stuff.
amateur player, welcome. Comics are great, man.
Firestorm number 49, Donna Troy on the cover.
Ooh.
Marvel Fanfare number 51, giant size.
Ooh.
Wraparound.
Wow, nice wrapper.
And I was reading in the editorial, and apparently the Silver Surfer story is in this one is what they were going to print before they came out with the long ongoing Silver Surfer series that they did do.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, it was going to be all double-sized issues like his original series.
Yeah,
but they changed their mind.
A lot of fanfare were those kind of things that they were fill-ins or things that were aborted because the artists or the editors changed, and then they just put them in fanfare, which I think is smart because you still got to.
Yeah, and it's cool, especially now, to look back at some of it. Mm-hmm. And in the editorial, it says that it also says, you know, if you like this, ask me about the original unpublished issue of X Factor sometime.
Wow.
So now I'm like, well, what the heck was that?
What? Oh, I got to look that up now. That's a mystery I got to solve.
You got Ghost Rider and Blaze, Spirits of Vengeance, the first one still sealed.
Mm-hmm.
Green Lantern Corps Recharge number 2. Green Lantern Corps Quarterly number 1.
Yeah, volume 3. That's right.
Homage Studios Swimsuit Special.
Oh boy.
The Return of the Defenders storyline, Incredible Hulk annual. Namor annual. The Silver Surfer annual. And Doctor Strange.
Yeah, cool. He sends you the story arc. That's the way to.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah.
Jonah Hex, Riders of the Worm and Such, number 1.
What?
And such?
It was like they and such.
Okay.
That's what it says. And yeah, I mean I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews on these. It was Vertigo trying to do Jonah Hex. So.
Mm-hmm.
And
hey,
Aaron,
welcome, buddy.
You guys can probably tell me, hey, Aaron,
hey, Rob. Hey,
what
guys.
these are, because they're Marvel Selects Fantastic Fours, and I'm not familiar with them. But they're reprints, but they also have like the original ads in them. So
nice.
Cool. But I don't know if they came with toys or something because there's no price or anything. Oh, there is price on the back. Never mind.
Yeah, those did sell in the shops. I know that. I remember that.
Yeah. All right. I got the Marvel Superheroes Summer Special, Summer 1991, whichever number that is.
Nice. Speedball.
New Invaders 0. New Invaders 1.
Hey, Brett. Welcome, bud. Good to see you here.
New Mutants 87. And it's got the gold background, so I'm guessing that's the
second print.
Second printing, yeah.
The blacked out box in the left corner there.
Yep.
And we got John Byrne's Next Men 0. And number 1. And this is one I've always kind of been interested in and never gotten into, so I'm probably going to keep these and go ahead and start collecting those. So.
I'm surprised Jackson gave up some Byrne there.
Ninjak number 1, the shiny.
I remember that coming out.
Yep. Swag is pining for those, I'm sure.
Punisher 2099 shiny.
Yep.
Punisher Warzone die cut.
Mm-hmm.
And wraparound.
Cool.
Weight mediation is what we call those covers.
And Punisher Warzone number 2 as well. Ravage 2099 number 1.
Nice.
Shiny.
Those are good to get. 29.
Yeah,
Savage Dragon 2. 3 versus the Savage Megaton Man.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice. I
Yeah,
want
that's nice. That's a good read, I bet.
Serenity #1.
Oh,
I
good
remember
series.
that.
Yeah.
I remember that too.
Serenity #2.
I love.
I mean,
that.
I meant the TV series was good. I've never read the comics.
Yeah, TV series is great.
Yeah, agreed.
Spider-Man 16.
The last McFarlane Spidey right there, I think.
Mm.
Spider-Man 26.
Eric Larson.
Shiny goodness.
Spider-Man Unlimited #1.
Yay for Spidey.
Part of that Maximum Carnage mess.
Spider-Man 2099 #1.
Ooh, nice.
Love that issue.
They printed enough of
Excellent.
those, but people always go grab those for sure.
Stormwatch 1. Superman 1.
Wow, nice. Welcome, Scotty. Welcome back. Hope Mom is
Roger.
doing all right.
Roger's under the duck today.
Yeah. I'm taking the hit.
Tarzan.
Ooh, look at there. An oldie.
Black.
Shiny Spidey, yeah.
Believers Avengers Annual.
Oh yeah, first
Rogue's
row
first
reprint.
appearance reprinted.
True Believers.
Just because Rob is here does not mean it's a claim sale, Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty.
We know that association is like ubiquitous, but not
X
here.
Factor 10, the anniversary border.
Nice.
Uncanny X-Men 165.
Cool.
Oh, Brood storyline. That's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
that's my era.
X-Men The Hidden Years #1.
Hey, Greg, buddy. Good to
Hi,
see you
Greg.
here. I'm about to show the Marvel Value Stamp books here in a bit.
Nice.
X-Men Unlimited #1.
And of course, Aaron's stuff that he sent me, which is lovely stuff.
X-Men Unlimited #2.
Those are
Jackson?
thickies. Roger, those are thickies.
X-Men The Machine
He's right.
Man #12. What were they thinking?
I say that all the time.
The Man with No Name #4.
Who?
Is that Clint Eastwood?
What if Doctor Doom
Oh,
had
that was My
become
Name is
the
Nobody.
Thing? And I love that cover.
How many comics total are the anniversary editions?
One of every Marvel comic that was being published at the time.
Oh, those the borders. Wow.
Winter
That's,
Soldier #1.
didn't every title get one?
I
That
think
was-
Yeah,
just about
including
every
the Star
title.
Comics. So,
Yeah.
And Marvel Age did.
and lastly, Ren and Stimpy #6 with
So,
Spidey.
so it's got to be probably over 50 of them, right?
So, thank you
Wow.
very much, Jackson. I appreciate that.
Jackson.
Nice.
There are a
Fantastic
lot of
gift.
stuff in here that I already have, so they will become giveaways. I'm going to be on a Razor Comics show on Saturday. He's kind of having a town meeting where we're discussing a giveaway event to have on YouTube over an upcoming weekend in June during Heroes Con to kind of do something for everybody that can't go to the big cons. And so we're hoping to get as many channels as possible, like that does live streams over that weekend to give stuff away and kind of link to each other.
Nice.
And
I might be interested.
a lot of that will be going into that, especially since there's so many sets and 1 or 2 issues that match up here.
Right. All right. Cool, man. Cool. Thanks, Rob. Thanks for sharing that, man.
Hey.
Aaron,
Oh,
how
I
you
thought
doing,
we were
my friend?
getting you. I thought we were getting you.
Jacob, welcome, buddy. Good to see you here.
So I think I got these from Matt, and then a couple
You
from
can jump back.
Kirby.
Well, yeah. We got room. We got room for you, Tat.
Yeah, Tat.
Is it very? Oh, really?
Got
Okay.
an old beater here, you guys. It's old, but Stranko.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Is this from the Fixer?
No, this is from Matt.
Oh, from Hero for Hire Comic Club.
Yeah, but
Nice.
the cover's barely on it, but I don't know.
Would you say it's
You
a
know me.
O minus?
Yeah, a whoa. It's definitely below reader beater level.
Welcome back, Tat.
When the cover.
What's up, brother Aaron?
What up, Tat? Got a
The-
Watchmen here.
The Oregon and Washington connection is on here. Oh, totally.
Yep, representing.
1
Represent.
of 12.
You got these from you got all these from Matt.
Yeah, just the first few here. I'll show
Oh,
you
okay.
from Matt.
Yeah, I know he does those claim sales, which cheap
think I might have
prices on Matt stuff.
For some reason, at the time, I didn't have this. So
I'm trying to curtail my buying to focus on those Marvel value stamp issues I'm missing. So
yeah,
every time Matt comes on, I'm like, I want that, but I'm like, I'll control myself.
yeah, I've scaled back on my purchases as well. This is nice.
Beauty. That is a nice one.
You know, I love my Spidey.
Yeah, I think that's a 2-issue story arc that's pretty good, as I recall.
Goes into the collection.
Yeah, Guardians. Yeah, man,
I don't know
that
why
was the original Guardians.
Sometimes I get a hankering for the Dark Horse Star Wars for some reason. I don't know why. This was probably super cheap. I don't know
Get
if
a
I get it
hankering. Okay.
from Kirby. I'm on and off with Star Wars, but
I'm off.
I'm kind of a little off right now as far as comics go. But...
After the first trilogy, I'm off.
Well, you should give Mandalorian season 1 a chance. I think.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. That's not
Oh,
bad. I
okay.
agree.
Use the
I've
full
increased my
thing.
purchasing to compensate. Funny.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Man-eating cow.
Yeah,
I have a
dude.
few of those books.
In the Tick universe. So freaking.
Oh boy.
I see Tick.
Tick.
Let's open it. You want to just see?
Yeah, let's look at that. Look what's in
Is
there.
this like the Vegetarian's Revenge or something?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Holding up signs saying eat more chicken.
What year is this here? Oh, it's 1994. So earlier edition
Yeah,
here.
with Tick on the cover.
And then, of course, they were hyping you out with the shirts back then.
Yeah, man.
T-shirts.
Well, the $15 back then, that was some money.
Yeah. Found some, and some of this stuff's going to just be for the backed up back issue area, you know. Just I kind of quickly sorted some stuff here, but I think I got these from Kirby. So
Is that redundant? Backed up back issues?
well, it's the backed up back issue area. Yeah, it's not organized.
I'm just messing with you, Aaron.
A lot of what I say is redundant, I guess. But this is the Grant Morrison Doom Patrol I'm putting together.
Wouldn't want to come face to face with that. Hey, Carson, welcome, buddy. Good to see you here. Hope everything is well.
Has anyone read the Grant Morrison Doom Patrol?
Not yet.
I missed this. I think the
Read
first.
bits and pieces.
I've been reading Animal.
Extremely weird.
Is it really weird?
Yeah. In my memory, anyway.
And so was the Invisibles by him too, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, baby.
I think the Invisibles might be the most extreme.
A little more violent.
Well, most extreme and getting weird, but
Yeah, get weird, right?
The weirdness quotient was up there. Yeah.
Here's Paul Samurai from the Tick universe.
Yeah.
Just
All the samurai.
Just some indies from the 80s now and random stuff. There's Zero, Tick's back.
That's his back.
Issue 0.
Yeah. And, I found a bunch of these. I know this is not the best era of Marvel, but...
Aaron, I have the whole run of the Grant Morrison Doom Patrol. Prepare for them in your next box.
Awesome, dude. Thank you so much, Jim. But I don't know what you thought about his son, right? This is not the original Captain Marvel, obviously.
What's his name?
God.
Genus? What was his name? I forgot.
But
I know
Peter
it's
David.
The son he had with what was her name? Gosh, I forgot what her name was. He had a relationship with this lady before he died.
It's kind of a cool look, you know, him being all blue, but it didn't last. It lasted for a few years, but he was gone afterwards.
Chat. What was the name of the lady that Captain Marvel had a relationship with? The name is not. Is it Ganymede? No,
you
no.
know, this is 2001.
Oh man, 2001. Wow, that's 24 years ago. It still blows my mind.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. Did I already show this one? I don't know.
No.
Intelligentsia.
There's my eyeball.
I can see you.
Yep. So I had a little busy day today, but I'm feeling pretty good overall.
All right, good to hear. Smurfette? No, it was not Smurfette.
Due to the blue skin, right?
Yeah, right.
So some more Grant Morrison stuff here, just in the chaos, pulling it from the chaos, organizing it and stuff. But this is when this one might be one of his last issues here. Maybe 26 was or something, the Morrison issues. Then other creators pick it up. And I hear it's pretty good, even after.
You can tell time.
Look at that face he has there. What am I doing?
Time is it?
It was just 12 o'clock.
What time is it?
Okay, it was Genus Vel. That's the son.
That's kind of eerie in a way, isn't it? This very strange cover with that eyeball in the middle.
Most of these are Brian Boland covers. They're really amazing.
Elysius was her name.
Oh yeah,
Elysius.
so Brian Boland stayed on as doing the covers. That's right.
That would have driven me insane if I didn't figure that out. Because I can see her like in my head, but I don't remember the name.
Number 2, Star Hunters.
I mean, were those all those British writers? And you got Morrison, you got Moore,
Peter Milligan. And
Milligan was British, yeah. Almost all British writers.
Yeah, I was.
There's old Dark Horse, right?
Morrison doing anything in comics currently?
I don't think so. He did a few things with DC a few years ago. I haven't seen anything, in the past year by him.
I haven't heard anything either. Vertigo is British makes sense since I didn't get their humor.
Most of them
Vertigo
were
was the British invasion of comics. Yeah.
Then we got these continuity
Thanks,
comics.
Hey.
Yeah, reading a lot of stuff.
That was Neil Adams.
Neil
line,
Adams company.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
where everybody learned to draw like Neil Adams.
Right.
It's not a bad way to draw.
I was going to say that's not a bad way. Yeah.
Toy boy.
I'm dead now.
Dead now.
Okay. Nonchalant statement there.
Yeah.
So here's number 2. Number 4. What's going to happen there? Hey, look at the gun.
The gun.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Ooh, we got double.
Mm.
Double trouble. Here's number 7. So, and I found a bunch of Conans. These I think I got from Sean.
That's the Fixer.
Yeah. Well, wait, you're the Fixer, aren't you?
A pusher.
No. Oh, no. Hold on.
Yeah, you're the fixer. He has a pusher.
Pusher. Yeah.
I send you the books to fix them. The Fixer.
Yeah, I'm working on some for man with mixed results here, but we'll see.
Oh, really?
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. not every day is a Sunday when it comes to helping out comics. Some of them are just they just don't cooperate, man.
Right.
Depending on what the quality or how old they are or whatever.
Yeah,
or-
I mean, sometimes they've had a rough life, you know.
yeah,
And
they were
and
loved.
when it's like anything else, right? Like, you know, if you've ever, well, I don't want to make that comparison, but if you've ever done interventions with people, right?
Yeah,
I mean, sometimes they're just so entrenched in things that no matter what you do, they'll bounce back, right?
You only help them if they want to be helped.
If they want to be helped, exactly. These comics did not want to be helped, Rob.
You can lead a horse to water.
Yeah, every axiom known to man is being coming out in this stream here. But yeah, some of them are just, yeah, they're just not cooperating. They're just not.
it's all about the rage.
But I am not giving up.
There you go.
Ooh, a 50 center.
I'm a
Wraparound too, pretty cool.
nice.
Yeah, so not too many today. Just it helps coming on here too, because then I go in the back room and I just grab a bunch of stuff and sort it really fast because it's all
Ghost.
sorted, you know.
Ghost.
Adam Hughes.
Yeah.
AH.
Ray knows the Adam Hughes stuff. Woohoo!
Wow.
Yeah. Adam Hughes did a few covers for that series, and then Randy Emberlin did a few. He did a few inking in those stories as well.
Your uncle.
Yep, Uncle Randy.
Very cool, dude.
Yeah, here we go. We can't put lipstick on a pig. Here they come.
Challenge accepted.
To put lipstick on a pig?
Yeah, I can do anything.
Wrong.
I'll pay $1 to see that.
Yeah. I bet it can be done. Now, it won't improve their looks, but it can be done.
Hey, another Doom Patrol in there.
Oh man. Oh, it's got
I
a
do
skull on it. I like it.
There's somebody near me who has a pot-bellied pig. Every once in a while, I'll hear it when I'm walking down there.
Have they tried putting lipstick on it?
I don't believe so, Damien. No, I don't think so. No.
You should
I believe
suggest
they
that
keep
to
it
them.
on natural. Yeah.
Oh, natural.
Do we?
I don't know if it wallows in mud. That kind of, you know, trope. I don't know if that happens, but I definitely hear him back there.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Hmm.
These are nice covers.
Indies from the 80s?
Indies from the 80s.
Oh, from the 80s. All right.
Hardwire.
Steal this book.
Yeah, dude. Excellent. There's a fusion from Eclipse Comics.
I haven't heard of that one.
I mean,
Nice.
indies from the 80s are honestly innumerable. I mean,
Do not open weasels inside.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Gun.
Don't do it. Don't open it.
You know it's coming.
hold on,
Don't.
amigo.
Ah,
Protect your face.
ah.
Oh boy.
What year is this? It's all black.
You
and
like to
white.
open up one of those cans, you got a fake snake that jumps out.
It's 1989.
I used that on a cousin once.
Did it work?
I sure did.
Nice.
Well, I got in trouble, but yeah, it worked.
Then it did work.
It worked as far as the results I wished, but not the consequences.
Yeah.
Serving community service for harming neighbor's pig. Hey, listen, around here, you better not mess with people's livestock and stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody here has got a, so.
Gary Frank.
I did one of those fake lottery tickets on one of my uncles one time. It was hilarious. He thought he won, and everybody's just like, I was trying not to laugh.
Oh my. Yeah, you got to be careful. Some people cannot take jokes, very well.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
read your audience sometimes.
Read your audience. Oh, I like these publishers because they did a bunch of books back in the day, like Hamster Vice, Cold-Blooded Commandos, which is my top favorite.
Yeah, I love that.
Cold-blooded chameleon commandos.
Yeah.
Didn't I give you one or? I don't know.
Yeah, there was one. His name was Radon. He used to turn into he could turn into his body into any shape. So he'd always turn into a hang glider so they can get away from danger. It's kind of funny.
Hey, that works. Well, that was a good series too. The iVampire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kaluta, I think, did the art, and I forgot who did the writing, but I thought it was pretty good.
I love when I find these on it because I think these are mostly.
Was it D. Matthias?
What's that?
Possibly.
The writer on iVampire. I'm wondering if it's D.
Possibly.
Matthias. I vaguely think that was. That's a really nice cover.
Yeah, dude.
Kaluta. Yep.
Pretty interesting. Here we go with the credits.
Oh,
Yeah,
Michigan and
Michigan.
Cohen.
Eric Carroll. Yeah. I think there was a lot of a rotation of writers, but yeah.
Those were the guys who invented Amethyst.
That's right. That's right. Look at here. I think it was that one shot.
Now you're okay with the fly,
Yeah.
just not the human fly. Right?
I got a Dapper in my house.
I'm okay with all flies except the human
Got a
fly
can
from
of
Marvel
rain.
Bronze Age. Yes.
Steranko.
Yep.
Isn't that cool?
Unfortunately,
Like, this was a 50-cent grab.
nice.
Nice.
Unfortunately, he didn't do the interiors, but yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got stuff on the cover here a little bit, but pretty cool. He didn't do the interior.
no, I don't believe so. No.
No, he
No,
just did the
and
cover.
I
Might have
don't.
been Buckler or somebody.
I don't think he did interiors since the '60s. Early 70s.
Yeah, he was only in comics or with Marvel for like 3 years, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then he would come back every once in a while and do covers, but I don't think he ever did interiors after that.
Yeah, he did that really short run in Captain America, which was spectacular, and then that's
Right.
it.
And one or two, like he did a short romance story, a short horror story,
Mm.
and then he was gone.
Yeah.
Red Circle.
He
Archie.
did do something in heavy metal.
Black Hood.
Yeah, he did. A cover, I know.
The Secrets of the Black Hood. Go. How long was
Except
Red
because it's
Circle
gonna be
around
Res
for?
of Black Hood.
It was kind of a good idea, wasn't it, for Archie to do Red Circle?
Higgy, welcome, buddy. Good to see you here.
Ring the bell.
Hope you and the family are
It's
doing
because
well.
you showed the fly, Higgy suddenly shows up.
That's right. That's right. Fly man, fly girl. Yep. Yeah, these
Red
this
Circle?
imprint of Archie, which revived the MLJ heroes, I thought was pretty good for the time. It just couldn't compete with Marvel.
Whenever I see these on these Annihilation, I never read the series, but I
Annihilators. Looks like it says,
well, the whole Annihilation like era, I
right.
heard good
The
things about it.
Fly. Serious comics.
Yeah, dude, pretty cool.
Nice cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love getting this stuff on the cheap. You could do of course, the back being the same is kind of neat.
The,
Right?
yeah, Virgin.
The Virgin.
Swag Dog.
This is the kind of stuff that I would end up reading.
Higgy.
Yeah. Everyone's chanting Higgy's name.
And that's in color too. Wow, nice.
Yeah, let's see what year this is. 1986.
Wow.
And we'll just do a couple. Yeah, these are just like I said. I pulled out of the Chaos,
Power pack.
the backed up back issue area. And we got Cloak.
I could never get into Power Pack. I just toddlers as superheroes just didn't work for me.
This was a surprisingly popular series, though, wasn't it?
Sure
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, and then this reprint. At least they put Neil Gaiman's name on there. They didn't do that for Alan Moore. I guess he didn't want it or something. He didn't want the record. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he didn't want his name on things.
You didn't want to be associated.
So Marvel's like, okay, fine. So pretty cool. And that's what I got for now, my friend. So,
Wow, man, great,
Nice book.
great stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks for showing.
Yeah,
that.
just for pulls from the chaos mostly.
Well, I'm going to go next because I know Lead Paint is in here, and I want to show these comics before if he has to take off. So, as all of you probably know, I am trying to complete the 307 issues that have those Marvel value stamps, and I was missing. I thought 30, but actually it was 29 because my cousin called me yesterday. He goes, "Hey, that Daredevil 119 you have on the list does not have a value stamp." So he's right; it didn't. So I only needed 29, and Sleepy Reader, Easy Comic Reader, Lead Paint, and of course Aaron sent me a bunch of the comics I needed. So let me show you what. Let's start with Aaron. He sent me Daredevil 108. This is the first Daredevil that had the value stamp. Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome.
And a pretty nice issue. It has a little receiving date up here of 11/20. I love it when they do that.
Oh, good.
Because it sort of dates when this was on the newsstand.
Okay.
Let me put these down here. And then he sent me a really nice Doctor Strange #3.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You needed
This is mostly a reprint, which is interesting because
Yes.
value stamps did not go into comics that had reprints because they only went on letters pages, things
We
like
got
that.
Ditko art in that one, I think.
And but it's still a really good little story.
Yeah, it was a good story.
Issues, right?
Well, he
So
was stuck in the eye of Agamotto, and
Yep.
they were going through the past and his past and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
So besides that, he sent me a few other goodies that I knew about, and then one he threw in, which is going to blow your mind. This is one I've been after for a while, Kool-Aid Comics. And I love the Kool-Aid Man in comics, and this was a freebie, but I've never been able to find one of these. And Aaron just showed it on a show one day. I was like, claim.
Cool.
You know?
Cool.
And it has puzzles
Nice.
and games and stuff like that. But it's hard to find this comic.
Good. I'm glad you liked it.
And then I'm a huge fan of Blade Runner and Raiders of the Lost Ark. I've had #1 Blade Runner for a long time. I've never been able to find issue 2. Aaron had one. And here it is.
Yay.
Oh.
And you had your choice of direct or newsstand. You said you didn't mind which one.
I didn't mind. Yeah. And let me tell you, I read it. It is really on point with the movie. I mean, it's amazing how well they adapted it to
I
comics.
love that movie,
Really.
Roger.
Oh,
What a cover, huh?
It's
What
one
a
of the
cover.
best.
I've seen it like 30 times. Aaron.
I love that movie. The director's cut, all of it.
I've seen all the cuts, the one without the voiceover, the one with the voiceover, the extended. And then this blew my mind. He was like, "I'm going to send you this." I was like, "Oh, you're giving this up?" I go, "Yeah, okay."
Well, I appreciate you.
Captain Marvel Jr. #27,
Wow.
nice.
Golden Age, 10 center,
Mac Raboy, I think.
Macraboy cover, I do believe. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
It's a one staple comic, and the one staple ripped through, which is fine. I can manage this. I'm gonna conserve this one hard. You know.
That originally came from Sandman Mystery Comics.
From Jim. Okay.
Collection.
Wow.
Yeah, Jim.
Yeah. So thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate that.
Nice.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I only have, I think, a Marvel family, and I don't have any Captain Marvel Jr. So I
Went to
appreciate
a good home, didn't it?
I hope so.
You hope so.
I hope so. And then Lead Paint, there he is, right there, our buddy Greg. I mean, I was like, okay, what can I trade for you? He wouldn't have it. He wouldn't take anything. So I told him, anytime you need something or I can do something for you, please let me know. Right? So, okay. Daredevil 113. These all have Marvel value stamps that I did not have. Okay.
Early Gladiator too.
Yeah, the Gladiator was a great villain for Daredevil.
Yep.
And this one I bought this one off the rack. Mine is, it's one tick from Disintegration. Okay. Invincible Iron Man #68.
Look at that cover, man. Beautiful.
This is the first time you see the nose on the faceplate. and
good
of course
to
has the Marvel stamp in there. And I'm gonna read it again. Mine, I've read it like a couple of years ago, but it's like it's hard to read when the thing just like the pages are flopping on you, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then lastly, he sent me this one, Werewolf by Night 25.
Beauty.
Nice.
Oh.
Look at that.
That's
So
cool.
thank you, Greg, man. I mean, what can I say? You're a hero, buddy. Nauman sent me this one, Iron Fist #1. I
That's
think I might have showed this one before. I'm going to send him mine without the stamp. But this one, he got this one for like $1 somewhere. Can you believe that?
Wow.
And then Damien, oh boy, he sent me a whole truckload of stuff. Look at this.
Wow.
Astonishing Tales 26.
Oh, beautiful.
I bought the copy you have, Damien, is the one I bought off the rack.
Oh, wow.
In the airport, I remember the same time I bought that Hulk 181.
Wow. Oh, that's
So, but
Van
my
a
Hulk
day.
181, it's a long story, but the one I have now has a stamp, right? So that beautiful. And here we have #6.
Yep.
Bruner.
I
mean,
love that Bruno
Yeah, it's a
cover. I love his intern.
so good.
Yeah, what a great series.
Oh, it sure is. I mean, it just oozes that kind of mysticism and you know, uncertainty, you know, of the mystics, you know. And then I think he mentioned this one, 174.
Beauty.
And looks like this one cost somebody 15 cents at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bought this one off the rack too, Damien, I remember. And here come the kind of bigger comics. Amazing Spider-Man 137. I believe this is the first or second Harry Osborn Green Goblin. And this one is another biggie. Amazing Spider-Man 144, the first Gwen clone, whatever she was, clonish Gwen. And 145 with the Scorpion. And you know, what can I say? I'm in shock right now. And then Otaku Tour Guide finished off my Spider-Mans that I needed with this 141.
That's an awesome issue too. I love that.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. So, you know, again, amazing stuff.
You know,
and then
it's
Easy
fun
Comic
to
Reader.
go on our own quest as to help you with your quest.
Guys, you guys have been amazing, honestly. I want to talk about that in a minute. Easy Comic Reader sent me these Daredevils, and one of them is a real biggie. 117 with the owl. And again, these all have the Marvel Value stamp. These are all these are a nice shape. It doesn't have to be, but these are. There's the owl again, 116. And then one of the biggest books that I was missing, besides the Doctor Strange 1, which is Night Tiger's holding for me, is this one. Daredevil 111, first Silver Samurai appearance.
Yeah, you finally got that one. That's awesome. I just recently acquired that, and I almost gave it to you, but someone did first. That's really awesome, man.
Yeah. Thanks, Aaron. I tell you, you guys have been amazing. And like I said, I thought that I needed 20. I thought I was missing 9. I'm only missing 8 right now.
Awesome.
Avengers 122, 123, 129, Captain America 174, Creatures of the Loose 30 and 32. 30 is the first Man-Wolf solo story title. Fear #23 and Marvel Premiere 20. That's it. Once I get these, I will have all 307 issues of Marvel Value stamps. And of course, I'm going to do a video. I'm dying to do a video because I found out that I had actually contributed to finding the art to some of those stamps way back in the early 2000s. And I found the article part where they give me credit.
Wow.
So I'm going to include that into that video. I'm going to include all of you who have contributed to finding these issues also into that video.
Yeah, I got to send this one.
Yeah, Tat's holding Iron Man 69 for me. So if anybody out there happens to have any of those issues I'm missing, please let me know. I'm at this point, if you don't want to do a trade and you want to sell, that's fine as well. I think I can manage a little bit. I think I'm going to sell some of my comics to sort of fund it. But I'm getting very close. I'm getting very, very close. So I am very excited. Hopefully within the next couple months, to have that video. It's going to be like a 5-part video because there are some stamps that have 6 issues with the same stamp.
Oh.
And there's some stamps that have 1 issue that have 1 stamp. So it's interesting how they didn't really, make it so that
You
it's
weren't consistent.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you, community. Thank you guys here on the panel and the guys in the chat that have contributed. And all Garage Geek also was going to send me something, but I already had it. A couple other people have reached out, but I already had those. So thank you so much for the help. This is why I love this community, and that's why I keep my channel the way it is. No Patreon, no ad things, nothing like that. Because to me, you guys are my friends, and there's no way I'm charging friends to see my channel. I just no. And by the way, no rebuff to whoever does it. You all have different reasons for what we do here, right? And that's fine. But to me, that's just the way I feel about my particular channel.
Right.
And things like this just reinforce that kind of mentality that I put out here, because you guys have really enriched my lives in ways I would never have imagined. All right, enough of me on my soapbox. All right, Ray, what else you got for me, buddy?
Hey,
Ray.
hey,
What's up,
we're
Crazy
going.
Joe?
Damien, you showed that swashbuckler. Here you go. Swords of Swashbuckler #1.
Oh,
Nice. So I wonder if that came before or after the graphic novel. I'll have to look into that. I didn't realize there was an issue.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Believe it or not,
Thanks, Joe.
21.
I believe you.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not,
I don't believe it. I'm a doubter.
George Wilson cover.
Wilson was a busy man over there.
He did a
during
lot
the
of painted
70s.
covers.
Painting away.
Yeah.
It almost boggles the mind how he could have painted so many.
Yeah.
The man must have gotten very little sleep.
Or they could have had Red Bull back then. You drink a lot of Red Bull.
Yeah.
No, we didn't have Red Bull. We had other things that
Oh, okay.
are not a good
I got
idea to have. Yeah.
Gotcha.
To take. Yeah. So I've heard.
Yeah. Let's not start something in the chat.
Oh, thanks, Jim, buddy. I appreciate that, man. I know you're looking for me.
Oh, I like that cover.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Listen, when I needed to stay up to study, in college and so forth, I didn't do any drugs. I just got sweet tea, man. That stuff will keep you up.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you meant. The sweet tea. Why don't you come out with it already?
There is so much sugar and stuff in that tea. You can't sleep.
No, it makes you have to go to the restroom every once in a while.
Well, that keeps you up too.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I went 2 consecutive nights without sleeping once. That was my record.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Yeah, I goofed off the whole semester, so I had to make it up.
Uh-oh.
Night school.
Foolishness on my part is what it was.
Oh, that's a cool cover too.
Man, Ray.
Yeah, that is great.
Yeah, I have a hanker now to break out my gold keys.
Yee.
Yee.
Whitman.
Yeah, that means that, the Whitman distribution arm is the one that put those, probably in the 3 packs.
Every issue is a key. It's got a key right on the cover. So
That's what Aaron says. Yes, it's a gold.
Key.
It's a gold
It's a
key.
gold
Let me put the
key.
duck off of Aaron there.
I love that.
I like Rob doesn't do those kind of tricks. He's like, hey, this is what it is. But Aaron is like, this is a key, a gold key. That's another Luis Dominguez, I think, right there.
Ray,
Rob is a
man,
straight
Ray,
arrow
man.
when he puts
So,
his stuff
Ray,
out.
How do you communicate normally? Is it email or IG? Because I have some questions for.
He yells really loud.
Who, me? Yeah.
I have to get you back, man. You really were surprised.
IG. I'm on IG.
He's on IG.
Yeah.
Crazy Cat something or other.
Crazy Cat RP. I got my other channel back.
Oh, you did?
Oh, good.
Silence.
Yeah. My granddaughter got it back for me in 5 minutes.
Well, there you
I've been
go.
Stripper
trying
kids,
for
man,
a
they know all the
year to
tricks,
get it
man.
back.
I call my daughter whenever I need anything. Hey, Olivia.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. 5 minutes and she got it back. And I was trying for a year.
Yeah,
So
man.
do you still use Ray Silencer 2, or is there a
Yeah,
different?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's one.
I use them both.
Okay.
Dark Shadow.
Ooh, I'm actually watching Dark Shadows, you guys, for the first time.
Wow.
I'm on the
Another
first
George
season.
Wilson.
I love that. I want to collect that, of course.
And I got a couple of these.
It's actually interesting, even though it's so slow. It's just somehow still is captivating to me.
Just pulls you in.
That's
Yeah.
soap operas, right? Those things move like
It's
snails,
just-
right?
It's
Soap
weird.
opera. Grimm's Ghost Story.
Are you still watching General Hospital there, Ray?
Yeah, yep, still watching it.
Okay. I remember one time I texted Ray. It was like, "I'll get back to you after General Hospital." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, gotta watch GH.
I know where I am in the hierarchy now.
GH comes first.
Well, so
Do
if
they-
you want to sneak in and steal his comics, go when General Hospital is
right.
playing.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's right. Now I know. I got to come in through the top, though. You know, they got the TV right by the stairs there, so I can never.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I scoped out the layout just in case.
Yeah, yeah. I like how you turn around in my backyard.
Yeah, right. What do you think I was doing? I was like, "Oh, what's back there? What's over here? Is there another entrance back there?"
Is there a
Like,
skylight?
go for a ride on his lawn. Who cares?
Yeah, it's like as soon as Ray hears the theme song to Mission Impossible, he's like, "Where's Metarog?"
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, yeah, I had a great time over at Ray's, man. His house is like a miniature antique store.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in the bathroom you have antiques.
Nice.
Not the toilet, but you know,
Yeah.
it's not one of those you got to throw water in or anything. You know, no.
Toilet paper holder is an antique.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, that's true.
Oh
You have
my
to have a
God.
knowledge. You have to have a knowledge of 19th century, furniture and stuff like that to get around in there. But otherwise, it's fine.
Ghostly Tales,
Oh, nice,
57, 1966.
very nice.
1966, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ghostly Tales goes back a ways.
71 from 69.
Hey, that's Tat. Isn't that like wouldn't your brother like that one?
My
Like
brother
the
AG?
surfer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would like that.
Yeah.
Surfer.
Yeah. AG Seppa.
Nice. Oh, that one missing a corner or something? Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because I think I have that copy. I was like, I don't remember that corner looking like that.
There's probably like a
83.
There's probably like a map drawn on that, so they tore off the corner, to find treasure.
Oh, that's it.
You know, like the Goonies.
Yeah, the Queen. Thank you, Roger.
Yeah, man. That was a double. That's the San Ho Kim original story that he put in there that Naman and I read in Korean and English. It's one of the few sci-fi kind of covers on Ghostly Tales. Yeah, if you like it, Ray's got it. You got it. Yeah, man. Jim knows what's up. That looks familiar. See if he got that one for me.
$188.
Cool, man. Ticks back.
Dave Dicko.
Nice. Yee. Man. What
No
a
Steve
forehead.
Ditko.
That's a Mike Zeck.
That's it for Ghostly Tales.
You're waiting for JSA related comics.
I have
Probably not
some.
in this box, Jim.
Here you go. Herbie.
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 Yeah, I got that one too.
He's a football.
He's a
Now,
football.
these stories are just as wacky
It's football.
as can be. Man.
Interiors 5.
Oh man, that is that. Look at that logo. That's like flower child kind of flower power kind of stuff. You know.
Peace.
Yeah.
Little Wise Guys. Daredevil. 1955.
Nice.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Watch out for the tree.
Oof.
Yeah, that was a backup feature, and then they kicked out the main character, Daredevil, and then they took over the whole comic.
Yeah.
G-Man. 1956.
Treasury Man. Who knew that they would be having such adventures? You know, working for the Treasury Department.
Secret Sex.
Cool. Nice cover.
Plunder the Pentagon. Interesting. Shh, keep it on the
There you
down
go.
low, Hickey. That was I told you that in confidence, buddy.
You're
He's
gonna start hearing that theme song, Ray.
Oh,
I saw
man.
that.
I got a trick plan, Higgy. Let's keep it on the down low. I'll pick you up on the way up, okay? We'll both make out. Oh, that's a good one.
Mike
Is that the
Yeah.
Galuda.
first
I had that book.
Adams Entity?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got that
One.
one too.
Hmm.
Cool poster inside.
Mm-hmm.
The T-Man is
Wow, that's
Those are
an
trying to
awesome
catch me.
cover.
Oh.
Doorway to Nightmare. Ooh, number 4.
Yeah, that's right. Jim and his pod in the backyard.
The Man from Planet X.
Excellent.
Wow.
Wow.
I haven't
That-
seen that.
What
Yep.
is there a
What-
publisher or anything like number or anything?
What?
At a loss for words there.
I don't see like a masthead or anything on that.
Mm.
Open that up, Ray.
Ooh, look at the back.
Oh, that's nice.
The weirdest visitor the Earth has ever seen. It's not Jackson Roykirk? Oh, sorry. Did that come out?
Good
I'm
one.
sorry.
Good one.
Sometimes my mind works in different ways.
There's a different way.
Printed in Canada. 1987. Number 1.
Does it have a publisher? Reprint comic number 1. Okay, so reprints are
reprint.
probably Golden Ager. Okay. Maybe that was an Avon or something like that.
Hmm.
Okay, hold on. Jim is saying something here. I have that planet. It's a reprint, the original with Fawcett. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Jim. I tell you, Jim is just a fountain of information.
Oh, he sure is.
You know, this is a
What?
reprint.
Shut up.
The Time Machine.
Right.
Cool. Great cover.
Classic.
Yeah, man.
That
I have
is a
the
classic.
not the first printing, but one of the Classics Illustrated printings.
UFOs.
Keep that away from Aaron.
Aaron,
I knew
Aaron's
that.
got this one.
I have it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's got that.
Have you
He's
written a
got
song
this
about
one
it?
too.
Aaron?
Aaron will want to get in on the tunnel, you know.
Uh-oh.
He's-
No, that's
he-
one I don't have. Right.
Okay,
you
there you
don't
go.
have this one?
No.
Hide it.
Four.
Cool.
Thunder Agent.
Yeah, blue
Yep,
ribbon.
another version of Thunder Agents.
Yep. Yeah, I think that was like when JCP no longer existed. They just put them into that
Time Warp.
Oh,
the
I
Archie
love those
Adventure
covers.
covers.
series.
I love those Time Warp covers.
Yeah,
Number one.
those are really good comics too. They're short sci-fi stories, anthologies.
Space 1999. Number 2.
Yes, John Byrne, right?
That might be Staten.
Satan. Joe Satan.
Joe Staten. Okay,
Yep.
Still,
Joe.
but that's a
Interesting.
pretty good series though.
yeah, interesting.
Byrne
Yeah.
did a lot of them though, Aaron. A whole lot of them.
Yeah.
DC Superstars of Space.
This must
Beauty.
be the sci-fi box here. I'm
Number
thinking.
4.
Yeah, thanks for pulling out the sci-fi box.
Yeah,
The pulp sci-fi.
Time Warp 4 and 5. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for you, buddy. They're definitely worth it.
Number 8.
Excellent cover.
Star Rovers. Those are pretty good little stories. They're like adventurers, and they'll tackle problems from a different angle, but it's like the same kind of result.
Spaceman.
Very beautiful.
1963.
I never seen that before.
Yeah, me either. There are several Spaceman issues that I'm
Spaceman. Number 6.
Fantastic Flight to Another Planet. That's like Rob in space there, that kind of thing.
Space Adventures.
Ooh, Charlton.
Awesome.
Nice.
1964. Space Adventures. Steve Ditko.
Ooh, I have that one. I think I got that from Jim actually. Sandman.
Nice. Probably reprints from the Captain Atom series, I'm assuming. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I got that one. I showed that one.
Dave Crockman.
Yep. Those are kind of like Star Trek-ish, Marvel's sort of Star Trek-ish take.
And I was going to use this on Cover Slingers.
Put that in my box, man.
Wow,
I love
awesome.
Reptosaurus. I thought I had that one. It was you who had it.
Parachutes.
Yeah, man. Wish I had that one, man. That was a good one. Oh well. Okay, it does
Really will
reprint.
be in your
the,
collection that we
original
call the tunnel books.
tunnel books.
Behind the Gun.
Yeah, when you see those are missing, you know what happened. Where's Steve McQueen when you need him?
I'm going to set up giant mouse traps.
That's all right.
Instead of cheese, you
And I
can
gotta
use
use-
Legion of Superheroes.
I'll put somebody up front to take the hits.
I'm going to use my doubles in the comic books for bait.
There you go.
Oh.
Or use Marvel stamps.
That's just wrong, Tack. That is
I'm
just
sorry.
wrong, man.
Hey, I know that was my bad. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
I love you, Rod. I love you, Metal Rod. You know I do.
man. I know you
That was
you
not
only hurt
good.
the ones you love. I've heard that many times.
Well, I haven't seen you in a while, so I got to pick on you.
Oh,
Beautiful.
man, no worries, man. No worries.
Wow, what a great cover that is too.
If we can't laugh at each other, then something's wrong, right?
Man,
Yeah, exactly.
Manhunter
2070.
2070. Yeah. dude.
Oh, that probably seemed like forget it, but now that's only what 45 years away.
Wow.
Doc Engine.
I mean, definitely, our children will see that. So
Here, you're going to see him again, Damien.
hey,
Oh yeah, there we go.
See him
there
again.
it is.
Those are nice
Hollywood.
covers to see twice.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
stop here.
Jackson, of course.
I'll stop here.
Just pile on, Jackson. Why don't you?
I know. I'm
Ooh, red
sorry. I
circles.
think I'm
Red
revving up
circle.
the chat.
That's all right.
It's looking
That's
good.
All right. Some of y'all can go.
all right. All right. Damien, you got some more for us, buddy?
Sure.
All right.
Just a few more from the magazine box.
All righty.
We got the Avengers and the Savage Sword of Conan together for 8p.
Wow.
Ooh, the
Cool.
British ones.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And the Mighty World of Marvel, starring the Incredible Hulk, for only 6p.
Pence, baby, Pence.
6
What a
pence.
deal.
Back up to 9p for the Titans.
Oh.
which was
Are
you might
That's the one
remember
with the
me.
posters, right?
Those ones with the posters, and they've got two black and white pages per page.
Oh,
Yeah, let's
nice.
see what the middle spread is here. Oh, we got some Submariner action.
Cool.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Nice.
You showed some of these before.
yeah.
Yes. These are from the same box.
Cool.
A random issue of Epic. I don't think the numbers are on the covers of these. Barry Windsor Smith cover.
Yeah, beauty.
Beautiful.
Lots. Oh, there's a Barry Smith story
Nice.
inside. And I guess this was kind of Eclipse Comics' version of Epic. Or I don't know which came first.
Cool.
Hey, Psychedelic, welcome, buddy.
Do you have these, Aaron?
No, I do not.
The Eclipse black and white magazine.
20 cents was a major deal back then. You're right
No,
about that.
I don't. I have their monthly.
It
comic.
looks. It's not. I'm wrong. It's not on the level of Epic. It looks a little. Oh well, I remembered wrong. I remembered it being just like Epic. A random issue of the Conan Saga, which is all reprints, but it does occasionally have something new. But anyway,
So Saga reprints Savage Sword.
mostly Savage Sword, but also
Oh.
other random Conan stuff.
I was told recently in a chat that Conan Saga was supposed to reprint all the stories in chronological order of
Oh, really?
Conan's life.
Oh.
Interesting.
Huh.
Well,
That's why they call it a saga, because it's a chronological. That's correct.
the first I don't know, maybe 10 issues reprinted the Barry Smith Conan issues, and then they switched over to doing stuff from Savage Sword. So I didn't realize they were doing it in chronological order. That makes it kind of interesting.
It makes
Yeah, it
sense.
makes it
Yeah, thanks,
great
Rob.
to
That makes
collect.
perfect sense. Yeah.
And the early ones, the ones that had Barry Windsor Smith stuff, had new Barry Windsor Smith covers too, which
Awesome.
makes them interesting.
Because the
but
Marvel saga is the same thing. They essentially use the whole Marvel Universe comics, like X-Men, Avengers, Hulk, whatever, and they put them from the very first occurrence all through history.
And then I'll continue a little bit further through my Avengers box. Got Avengers 76
Cool.
with Archon on the cover.
Nice.
78. I guess I don't have 77. I'll have to look for that. With I always forget the name of this ape. Man-ape?
Man-ape, yeah.
Man-ape. 79. The Lethal Legion.
Yeah, Buscema cover there.
And this is probably a Buscema cover. Also, Red Wolf. Was this
yeah.
the first appearance of Red Wolf, or did he already have his
Nope,
Western?
That's first appearance, as far as I remember. Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
they
then
gave him his own comic, which were for a few issues was in the Old West, and then just suddenly he was in the 70s.
Yeah, that's correct. they pulled an atlas on us. Yeah.
And
Some included even newspaper strips. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, some of the sagas have the newspaper strips, and I want to collect all the ones with the newspaper strips because I don't know any other way to get them. 81, 82. I think this might be a Sal cover, just because I see the Sal mouth on Captain.
Yeah.
I love the sound.
Sal Mouth, Gil Kane nose. Yep.
And here's a classic John Buscema cover with the first. I think it's the first appearance of Valkyrie.
I think of that
Really?
particular, but that's like the Enchantress as
Right,
Valkyrie.
it's not the real Valkyrie from
Yeah,
later.
not the one that went
Just
to the
her her
First time
likeness.
someone looking like that named Valkyrie appears.
Yeah.
The first
the first-
Lady Liberators, though.
And it's a beautifully drawn issue by
First appearance of her likeness. Right.
There you go.
In 84, Archon is back with the Enchantress. 85, the Squadron Sinister strikes again.
What a great cover.
Me too, psychedelic.
86. This is just this run of comics with mostly John Buscema art is just my favorite era of the Avengers. 86. 88.
Hey,
And
nah, man.
then we're sort of into the prelude to the Kree Skrull War with Captain Marvel.
Awesome. Classic.
That
man.
was 89, 90. I don't remember what happens in this issue, actually.
Collect all of that. What a beautiful cover that is, too.
91. And then 92, where the new Avengers are rejected by the old Avengers and kicked out of the group. Very sad. I think that's a Neil Adams cover. And he takes over the interior art, I think, with 93.
Awesome.
Which I've shown before because I have many copies of this. It's the first comic I ever read.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you said that before.
Yeah, great.
What a great way to start, boy.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Woo. 2 copies of 94, which
Beauty.
is also Neil Adams art inside.
Wow.
Androids.
Mike.
Hey,
welcome,
what's
buddy. I just showed the stuff you sent me earlier today. If you want to catch the rewind there. Oh, by the way.
I think we're pretty
Oh,
low
sorry,
on time,
Sleepy.
so I thought I'd stop there.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Before I forget, Mike also sent me this, which is awesome. Wait till you see this, guys. He does collages and things. Look at this.
Beauty.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Can you believe that's a collage?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was great
like
collage work. I have some of his collage work, too.
I mean,
Nice.
it's beautiful. Definitely, I'm going to frame this. It's going over by my Chang-Chi stuff over there. So thank you, Mike. I love this. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Love the
I mean,
color.
I got it. His note. Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you how beautiful this is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, my friend. All right. We're about running out of time here. Who else is up? Rob, Tat.
I received a little stack in the mail today from our friend Joe D. McPhee.
Okay, you wanna end up with that?
Yeah, just really quick.
Okay. Yeah, we
I
got
don't
about
know.
5 minutes here.
Okay, so he's been creating comics. He's like us, though, you know. He's been creating comics for almost 20 years, about over 15 years. I just got this in the mail now. So
And that's his creator,
Amazonia #1, yeah,
self-created. Mhm.
came out in like 2008 or something. So I'm really happy to be getting hard copies from him. I read the first one. It's about a 10-foot woman who is on a SWAT team or something, and to the reader, it's really odd, right? That there's only one 10-foot person amongst everyone else, but everyone else is really nonchalant about it. This is his primetime Saturday night. So here's his name right there, Jody McPhee. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I'm almost done here. Here's number 2. So 0 through 3. And he was on. He was
How
on
long
my
has he been
show.
publishing this, Aaron? Do you know?
I do not. I don't know if he's had different publishers or if he's self. I know his name. Zygensia is his name. So, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
I just had him on my show yesterday, and
Yeah.
they came in today. So really cool.
Yeah, I saw some of your show. I had to leave it halfway, but very impressive. Very impressive guy.
I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Always great to hang out with. What do you got there, Tat? Hold on. Hold on. What was that? Hold on. What was that?
My third copy.
Oh my god.
Oh man, for 25 cents.
Yeah.
You're disgusting, Tat. In the most loving way. But
Just
thanks so
shows
much.
everyone needs to
Tat,
visit Tat.
I'm gonna be sending you a package tomorrow. Look at Ray. Ray is trying to breen you here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, the show's about over, guys. Let's not start putting stuff out here. All right.
You guys showed some great stuff today, man.
So if you're interested in Asian artists, definitely go to Namen's channel tomorrow, Wednesday night. I think it's going to be a really cool showcase there because these artists are perhaps not the most well known, but I think after you see their art, you're gonna like what you see. So. All right, guys. Thanks again. great show. You guys showed all kinds of good stuff.
Thanks for having me, Roger.
Man,
Yeah,
oh,
thank
man.
you.
you're absolutely welcome. Rob, thanks for stopping by, my friend. Always good to see you.
Always
Of
a
course,
pleasure.
if you're in the market for comics, Rob is the guy to go to on
Yeah,
every
absolutely.
day except for Friday. He's got a claim sale on his videos, and then on the weekends he's got those big auctions. Really good comics this weekend. Unfortunately I was working the whole weekend, but
Trying
Oh,
something new this
Quick one.
Friday, this Friday, trying something a little bit different. I'll be going live at noon
oh really? Okay,
On what day?
Friday.
Friday.
Okay, cool.
All right, great. All right, gentlemen. Thank you, chat, as always, for your incredible input, Jim and Jackson, sort of, for his input, shall we say, and Higgy and Amateur Player and Mike and Ken and all of you guys in the chat. Really, I do appreciate you coming by. You guys are the best. All right, everybody. I'm out to walk